I fought for other people's rights, but I don't have any rights.
A family secret for years, a disabled veteran now facing deportation. His application for residency denied. Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez in our studio right now to explain why he's familiar with that process. Valerie?
Half a century in the United States, 5 deployments in the Navy, and national recognitions on the job. Nothing prepared a federal employee for an ironic twist of fate. The path to citizenship can be long and challenging. Raul Rodriguez already knew this when he tried to immigrate his brother from Matamoros. USCIS asked for documents which he provided for common immigration proceedings.
Removals, visa cancellations, asylum cases, anything that had to do with the processing of immigration or immigrants into the U.S.
Rodriguez is describing responsibilities of an immigration officer. He knows because he was one.
My first 14 years, I was in the immigration processing area office. I processed removals, visa cancellations.
His brother was nearly approved, but then Rodriguez got a call from the Office of Inspector General.
They presented me a Mexican birth certificate and asked me if I had ever seen that.
It was in his name.
Is it yours? Yes, it is. Have you ever seen it? I told him no, never seen it before. I'm almost 50 years old and I've never seen it.
The OIG initiated an investigation into the legal status of an immigration officer who for nearly 2 decades had a hand in the deportations of many. Distraught and confused, Rodriguez contacted his father in Mexico and brought him in front of OIG investigators.
At first he was kind of hesitant and he didn't want to answer the questions, but I finally told him, hey, I need to know the truth. And he just kind of shook his head, saying that I was born in Mexico. And it was devastating. But because I knew what was going to happen after that.
His job, earning over $100,000 a year, was the first to go. The criminal investigation continued, but eventually he was cleared by the OIG. In a letter, they stated, the facts collected failed to substantiate the allegation that R. Rodriguez knowingly submitted a fraudulent U.S. birth certificate in an attempt to adjust immigration status of his brother. Switching his focus from his brother's status to his, Rodriguez filed an application for residency with the USCIS. That was over a year and a half ago. His attorney Jaime Diaz says the government is holding him to a law from 1996. The law made it to where if a person falsely claimed U.S. citizenship, they could never be legally admitted into the U.S. Diaz says USCIS is treating this case differently. For one, it took longer to process it. In the meantime, the Board of Immigration Appeals filed a decision in 2018.
And there was a decision that says, in that case, it is irrelevant if he didn't know that he was not a citizen when he made the claim.
That means oblivion to the truth still yields inadmissibility. Diaz points out a portion in the USCIS policy which states the alien made the false representation knowingly. He believes that could clear his client.
We believe that that decision is not applicable in this case. We have filed an appeal, a motion to reconsider. Eventually, we might end up with a court, with a judge. But what it means for him is that his life is going to be in hold years coming down the road.
In the meantime, the loss of income is straining the Rodriguez household finances.
I had to refinance my home to consolidate all our debt in order so that my wife so that she'd be able to afford making payments and not lose our home.
It's causing tension in his marriage. His wife also works processing immigration applications. His teenage children are concerned about losing their father. And in his personal life, Rodriguez feels like he's constantly looking over his shoulder.
Every time I see a cop or a police officer, I kind of like stiffen up or get nervous, see Border Patrol. These were people that I work with. And now I have to fear these people.
All traced back to a family secret he still can't believe was kept from him for decades.
Because how could they not tell you something so important?
Yes. I still haven't talked to my dad.
USCIS said they cannot comment due to privacy concerns. The U.S. says this case could end up before a judge. For now, they're pleading for help from lawmakers like Congressman Filemon Vela. We reached out to his office and we'll be sending this story to inform him of the situation. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 6.